So the Minecraft trailer just dropped and I want to talk about it. Why should you listen to me? Well, like probably most of you watching this video, I've been a Minecraft fan for most of my life, and it's a very important thing to me. Also, I have a degree in filmmaking with specialties in directing and editing, so films are very important to me too. Thus, you can correctly assume that I'd have a lot to say on this topic, and I do, but I'll try and keep myself concise and constructive. Starting with the bad points, perhaps my main issue with the film is it's just not going to be as meaningful and poetic as we want it to be. There's a tweet from Suddenly Oranges which sums up what I mean way better than I could have, which you can pause now to read. Minecraft is just intrinsically poetic in its story and its storytelling, and it's very rarely blatant, and it's for that reason that movie plots become difficult, especially when it's not purely character-based. We see the piglins in the trailer being the antagonists, also being in the overworld, which they can't do. It looks like it's going to have a plot very similar to Jumanji, the newer one. Personally, I just don't like that approach for this game. There's a quote from the director Jared Hess which reads, "I just can't disappoint the 10-year-olds or they're going to murder us." Now I can't fact check this quote because the source article is behind a paywall, so take this quote with a grain of salt. However, that comment alone makes it clear to me that Jared Hess was the wrong director for the job. While children are a big demographic for this game, Minecraft has always appealed to every age, even more so now that it's 15 years old. It's had time to grow up with the players. It's foolish to alienate probably at least half of the fan base by purely targeting to children. We can see them shooting for that target demographic in the trailer alone with the derpy-faced animals. Yes, it's a movie based on a game that a lot of children enjoy, but like so was the FNAF movie. I'm just hoping they don't go too far with that. Yeah, okay, you knew this one was coming. The visual style was certainly a choice. Not a choice I agree with. However, keep in mind that the animators and the set designers are just doing what they're told. It is someone's hard work at the end of the day, and I'm glad that they kept the blocky look. I'm sure that when it was announced to be live action, a lot of other people worried about it being completely live action too. They tried to mimic the Minecraft style in a realistic way, and they did a good job of that. The problem is that they had to do it in the first place, that they went down that route. This is not the right approach for a Minecraft film. Also, the filmmaking in general is just kind of subpar. Just from what we've seen from the trailer, there's a bunch of skewed perspective shots, weird height inconsistencies, and a lot of lighting inconsistencies. Do keep in mind that they aren't finished yet, probably. They may do revisions on some of these scenes, especially after all of the online critique of the trailer. But basically not a lot of care and or time went into the basics of making any film, not just the Minecraft film. How hard is it to doodle how big a block is? When they mess up on the most intrinsic well-known facts about the game, it's kind of clear that they haven't put any love into it. And when a film is made with no love, what's the point? Regardless of everything this one should stand for. I am hoping that I am proved wrong with this when the film comes out. I tried to think of some things I enjoyed here. It's clearly going to be fairly camp, which is fun. It's going to be silly and not take itself too seriously, which I think, given how the film looks, is a good approach. So, what can they do from here to make it good, or at least better? It's way too far in development now to change things like the visuals or the plot. However, something I'd like to see firstly is the use of the Minecraft soundtrack. The Beatles song in the trailer kind of threw me off. I feel like a surefire way to get an audience instantly immersed into the Minecraft world is to use the nostalgia of the C418 tracks. Or even better, ask C418 to compose the movie. I get that they're going with this dramatic, fantastical feel, but I just don't see it working in my opinion. Similarly, I'd want to see a lot of downtime between the characters, as a majority of the game is just that. Sure, there needs to be some sort of plot or climax or whatever because movie, but I'd like to see the characters having fun exploring and realizing how limitless the world they're in can be, which the creators kind of shot themselves in the foot over by making it realistic. I'd like to see scenes of them being silly together and gearing up for the finale. I feel like a lot of the love for Minecraft is actually the love of who you play it with. So I think the characters should end up very closely bonded and having a lot of fun moments between them. Lastly, for this section, there's a dichotomy between ingraining the culture of fan media versus it being seen as cringe in projects like this. Some people are gonna adore a creeper, oh man reference, and others are gonna die of cringe. That's just how people work. I think while difficult, there's a balance that can be struck. Yeah! And as previously mentioned, I don't trust Jared Hess to do it. So, I have directing experience. How would I make the movie? Well, firstly, it would be animated like the update animations. I love how these animations convey emotion so well without being unrealistic movement-wise or over the top. They're perfectly Minecrafty while still having that life and communication without speaking. The film would be fairly slow-paced with a focus on cinematography and creating a beautiful, immersive experience, perhaps with no dialogue at all. It would be around 40 minutes to an hour and celebrate the atmosphere of the game. The tense action moments, the slow moments, the fun moments, the scary moments. It would read more like a visual atmospheric art piece than a plot-driven movie. And I think for a sandbox game it's a much better approach. The plot would be very loose, if any, and have overarching themes relating to the end poem and the player's purpose. And of course, it would have Steve and Alex as the protagonists. So, the film is on its way. It's not going to be what we wanted. That's just a fact. When I was little, I was a huge Pixar fan for a while. I got myself so hyped up in theorizing about what the future films would be like. Inside Out had just released, and in my head before seeing it, it was amazing. But when I saw it, it was different, and that made me not like the movie, despite it being a good movie. The point is, try going in with a more open mind. Despite everything I've said in this video, it's best probably to not think so deeply about it yet, so you can enjoy the thing for what it is and what it's trying to do when you watch the whole movie when it comes out. Also, knowing today's film climate, they're gonna want to make another 2 Minecraft films. Don't be afraid of getting your opinion out there once you've seen it. Listen, I really tried to make this video optimistic because after all of this, I think the film isn't gonna be that bad. It'll be one of those that's fun to watch with friends or at parties because of how ridiculous it is, or at the very least be decent but not one that you'd rewatch. But the thing is, do we, the fanbase, and does this game really deserve that? But hey, there's always the animated Netflix series to look forward to, which actually looks promising for that reason alone. Thank you so much for watching. This style of video is very different for me. I normally make Let's Plays or building videos or things like that, but honestly it's a great excuse for me to talk about my love of filmmaking while staying on topic for this channel. I might make another video when the film comes out with some thoughts. Let me know what you think about what I've said. Critique is a dividing topic, so please keep your comments respectful.